What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of BTR. My name is Retro Relapse, aka Fernando, and is with me as always is my tag team partner, Randizzle, aka Randy.
What's going on, man?
What it do? And here we are with another episode of Top Rope Tuesday.
Hot Rope Tuesday. Did you have a chance to watch all the action this weekend?
I don't know about
Actually,
all
this
the action,
Saturday.
but I think
This
I think I
Saturday.
watched enough.
Okay,
I
okay.
think I watched enough
I think between me and you, we've probably watched everything. To be honest with you.
for sure, for sure. Did you gotta know? Did you get your subscription for ESPN Unlimited?
Yes, I have it with Disney and Hulu already.
So you already have it.
I already have.
So you're one of the fortunate.
I was I guess we'll say ahead of the game. Luckily, because I just wanted Hulu and Disney, and it came with ESPN. So kind of worked out.
Look at you.
Kind of
You are
worked out.
so special. You're so special. Bless your heart. Bless your
Fucking
heart.
funny. Fucking
Luckily
funny,
for
man.
me, my in-laws have a Spectrum, and they all you had to do is just put in your password for Spectrum on the ESPN app, and bam, there it is.
That's what's
Now
up.
I did read that um, they are working on, and I believe it was Nick Khan that was talking about it in an interview after the PLE. They're working on more providers, cable providers, or cable esque that have ESPN or it's attached to them somehow, uh, for it to be united, coincide together to where you can be able to do that. So YouTube TV, I have YouTube TV, and right off the bat, we thought, hey, we're all automatically going to get it, but then ESPN defected off because of Disney, and uh, but I think there's still some stuff that are on there, and people automatically thought, hey, you got YouTube TV, you can use it. People were speculating. It's like, nope. I think there's only a certain couple of ones. Spectrum was one. I had a list, and I can't remember
Grande?
it.
Grande?
No, there was something like
Comcast?
uh, I think Comcast. I don't know if it was Roku or Tubi or one of those weird ones
Sling?
that come with the
Sling?
TVs that actually have the ESPN on there would work also with it. So you're already paying for that subscription.
Okay. Nice, nice. That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, you got to watch it then. So you saw.
But
What do
yes,
you.
I was fortunate enough to be able to watch the pay per view. So I did sit and have almost a good 9 hours of wrestling on Saturday, which was amazing.
Did you watch AEW's tailgate show?
I caught the end of it because I unfortunately was having some vehicle issues. My truck was in the shop since Wednesday, and it was finally ready. And I was hoping it was gonna be ready Friday evening, so I could just go Saturday morning, 8 o'clock in the morning when they open, go pick it up and all that. No, it wasn't ready till when? What they say? They called me at 11:45. Sir, your truck's ready. I was like, great, great. And I was gonna leave it there, so I would have a truck for Sunday. So I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna go. I go pick it up and got a ride over there to go get it. Picked up the truck, came home, and or came back to the in-laws so we could start watching some wrestling because we bought. I have HBO Max. Thank you to AT&T. Did get it $10 cheaper, which was cool. Pardon, I get a little hiccups there.
That's what's
Got it
up.
$10 cheaper, which was cool. So it was a 39.99 pay per view compared to the usual 49.99 on YouTube. But I believe that didn't they have two different pre-show things that were going on because HBO subscribers had a different pre-show tailgate pre-show compared to YouTube.
So YouTube had, if I because I watched it online, and what it was one of them was showing like all the build-ups to the store to the matches, and
Hmm.
then the other one it was actually coming out. You can watch it on TNT. You can watch the
Right.
tailgate where the matches were actually on there with some of the backstories for some of the matches coming up for the pay-per-view. But I think the one on YouTube was more just the storyline driven. So I,
Okay.
I I didn't see any different matches that were announced and were shown online, other than the
Hmm.
the three that they had on there.
There was four.
Four. So I saw the Danny Garcia and Shibata, the Ops versus the Frat House, the
No, the
eight women
workhorsemen.
workhorsemen, the eight women match, right? Eight women championship, and then the conglomeration versus
So you
the
saw
Frat.
that's all four.
Okay, yeah, I saw more.
You saw all four. So since we're already on the topic, we might as well just jump right into it, shouldn't we?
Me too.
Shall we? Not shouldn't we, but shall we? And also, big shout out to our unofficial sponsors. They actually updated the website, thesmackdownhotel.com.
Oh, 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 oh. Come on, you piece of shit. Oh,
Oh my God.
it's gonna happen later, after 10 minutes later.
There you go. There you go. But in the Saturday tailgate brawl, which is the pre-show card,
There we go.
uh, perfect. We did have the Ops versus Workhorsemen, and the Ops gave it to the Workhorsemen, and the Ops came out on top. Samoa
Someone,
Joe, Powerhouse Ops.
one of the fucking announcers said, it's like Samoa Joe's punching Humpty Dumpty when he was fighting that. I fucking bust. I just
JD
fucking bust.
Drake.
JD
It
Drake.
must be JD Drake,
Yeah, it
right?
was
Yeah.
JD Drake, and he goes, man, I never thought I'd see Samoa Joe fighting Humpty Dumpty. And I
That's
was like,
horrible.
that's fucked
That is
up.
horrible,
Well,
dude.
and you know what they said it when Samoa Joe, it looked like he was gonna try the muscle buster on him, and he was on the top turnbuckle, and
Hmm.
he's punching him or slapping him or something,
Right,
and
right.
I don't know, it wasn't Excalibur, but it might have been Tony Schiavone, because Tony Schiavone don't give a fuck, and
Hmm.
either this fucking it wasn't Taz, Daddy Magic.
Okay. They always push and say that their AEW is equality for all. What are you doing, Shivani? What are you doing, Daddy Magic? Come on. It's a good river too. That's cool. Unless maybe one of them cut in front of you. Maybe JD Drake did cut in front of you at catering prior to the match, or the day before, or the collision taping. But come on, come on.
He's like, come on, you
Yeah,
fucking
Don't
fat
don't
fuck.
don't don't be classless. Don't be classless.
Hey, he said it nice. He said Humpty
I
Dumpty. He didn't say
Yeah,
fat
but
fuck.
yeah, true. He could have. He could have. Believe me, they are vocal and very 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 verbal. Uh,
Exactly.
JD Drake is a bit heavy though. I thought he would have already kind of slimmed down a bit.
Here's the crazy. He,
Being
he leaned down a little bit like a couple of years back. I think
Mm,
something happened where he had surgery or something and just got big again.
yeah, yeah, but I mean he can go. I mean he's got. I
His
mean if
stamina
you
is
think
good.
about it, he's kind of big like Earthquake and Typhoon, but he can move compared to them. They were kind of slow in the ring. This one can move. He reminds me of like Ivar WWE,
Yeah, yeah.
like
He
big
could.
dude.
The pace is
Uh
consistent.
huh. They
Yeah.
can keep a pace. They can cartwheel. They can jump off the top rope. It's like what? I don't. What?
I saw
So
him.
yeah.
I saw him do a frog splash into a roll through, and I was like, God damn, he's like a roly poly.
Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty doing a roll through. Next one on that tailgate, bro, we had Danny Garcia versus Katsuri Shibata from the Ops. Mina
um,
Shabir in tow.
Good match. I mean, Shibata made fucking initially was controlling that match and making him look like a little bitch.
Mm.
My favorite part of that match was Shibata was beating him up, Danny Garcia on the outside, put him on a chair, and then looked like he was a run through. He jumped in front of him, and he went like this, and then when he moved his hands because he didn't hit him, he fucking just kicked him right in the face. And I was
Oof.
like, damn, what a good
Oof.
fake out.
Yeah.
Did a little Philly fake out, blasted him in the face.
The good old Danny Garcia came out on top with that one. Was there any shenanigans that led him to that win?
Absolutely, you got Mia Shafir coming in and getting on top of the apron, distracting the ref. Shibata turns his back, and Danny Garcia's take advantage of it.
There you go. Next on the list, Saturday tailgate brawl. It's not nighttime; it's daytime. The conglomeration with Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, and Hologram versus the Frat House, Preston Vance, Griff Garrison, Cole Carter. And I mean, Preston and Griff can go. I think they're not getting enough push as they should get. This Frat House thing, I get it. They got to have something going on, and it works in Ring of Honor. And they're still young studs, so
It's
hopefully
definitely
they
a
get a
good
better
gimmick.
push down the line.
It's definitely a gimmick at least to stay active, right?
Hmm.
And that only helps either fucking the ex was it ex
Dark Order.
Dark Order member and the ex Varsity Blondes
Hmm.
member, but it gets those two other guys that are also in that group. I don't know, I'm not too sure. The guy who always wears the baseball cap and that young gun. So
Hmm.
it's a
The young
win-win
gun
for
was
them.
in the match.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's a win-win. Like you said, it's to keep them on TV. Ring of Honor kind of works out for now. It will get old at some
Hmm.
point. They're older fucking dudes, so you can only be in a frat for so long, right?
True. True. Hopefully they graduate. or
Exactly.
get by enough with C's just to get there and get their diploma, right?
You ain't Van Wilder, buddy. Let's get it moving.
But kudos to the conglomeration. I mean, I know Roderick Strong throws out. He every time that boy's in the ring, it's just awesome to see. That's like Benoit 2.0. Come on.
Like before we move on, did you see Rowdy versus Mox on Wednesday?
Yes.
That and they fucking said he goes, you got two guys, one who loves to bleed and one who likes to make people bleed.
Hmm.
And Rowdy fucking took it to him. And right now, it looks like because they brought up Adam Cole again, it looks like Rowdy's about to separate himself from Kyle Fletcher. Right? He's just like, I'm tired.
He keeps it's he's playing long term story when you look at their vignettes or their little backstage interviews where he's always just pulling himself away because he doesn't want nothing to do. Kyle likes the conglomeration. He's like that. I just go with the
They're buddy,
flow
buddy.
kind
Yeah.
of guy, and we're all friends here, and you have all your people together there. You got Briscoe there. They're already teasing the return of Orange Cassidy coming up on Dynamite. Holograms in the mix because he needs somewhere to go. I
He
think
has
they have
evil
somebody
hologram,
else
don't they?
too,
Coming
huh?
up, don't they have evil hologram or whatever?
Yeah, the 2.0 is supposed to be coming out in the red, so maybe he's going heel. Who knows? And then you also have Ibushi, I think the Stone Pitbull, who's also part of the conglomeration. So
Ishii.
Ishii. So they just like putting people together, you know. Then Kyle's like, "Oh, I'm always in for it, man." It's like whatever. But Roderick just wants to, he wants to win championships, and you don't win it by being everybody's friend. I get that.
Yeah, yeah. And they had something good with the
Paragon.
Paragon, Undisputed Kingdom, all that stuff, and it's just obviously Adam Cole gets hurt. They move fucking Taven and Bennett
Hmm.
over to Ring of Honor.
Mike Bennett, Matt Taven. Yep.
Yeah, and now they're over there, so it's kind of like, well, it's him and Kyle is just coming back from injury, so it's kind of like they're taking it easy on him. So, well,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hopefully we get to see something good come out of them, or we'll see how the story progresses for the next year. Since
they are building up these tag teams. We're gonna get into it here in a little
hmm
bit in the main pay per
if
view,
you think
but
about it, all in, all out, you've basically got the best shows from the year already.
yeah,
Now we're starting to clock over again and see where they're going to push from there. Because, I mean, you got what's next? Wrestle Dream. After Wrestle Dream, it's
Full Gear, I think,
Full Gear, and then after Full Gear, it's World's End.
or then
So
yeah,
yeah, and then
we're getting there.
winter's coming. The TV pay per view winter's coming. So
Hmm.
no, we got some good stuff coming up.
Nice, nice.
Last on the tailgate brawl is the Tornado tailgate brawl with the women: Mina Shirakawa, Willow Nightingale, Queen Aminata, Harley Cameron versus Megan Babe, Penelope Ford, Julia Hart, and Sky Blue.
This was a great eye candy match.
Hmm.
Crazy. It almost was like Stadium Stampede. There's a lot of shit going on. A lot of a lot of I won't say botch, just
A lot
missed
of
timing.
fuckery. A
Yeah,
lot of
yeah, a
fuckery.
lot of
Let's do
fuckery,
that.
a lot of missed timings and opportunities, but
Oh,
entertaining. Yeah, entertaining nonetheless. It did what it did. It at least got
this
the
was the
women
one that I
on it.
caught, and I was very disappointed that they were supposed to do a little more, and you could see where they were trying to do more and be like the guys and up like the guys. You want to know, in my opinion, and it's very notable opinion that I ain't gonna back off of this fucking shit. Who messed this match up?
Mina or Queen?
No, no. Willow doesn't like to take bumps. Nightingale. There was one where she was supposed to take a bump on an ice chest, those blue ice chests that had the AEW logo on them, and they were laying her on them, and she wouldn't stay down. She wouldn't stay down, and finally they hit her. Okay, I'll take the bump. She took the bump and then rolled off of it. There was one before the match ended where Mina
The
and
barbecue pit.
Aminata had them set up on the barbecue pit. They wanted Willow to go and jump over because Willow was in the fucking ring. Come over, like even if it's just from if she didn't tope just from the rope or the edge of the ring and jump on him or what like that. No, she didn't do it. She took the fucking pin in the middle of the ring. Selfish fucking bitch. They had time. They still had time because what did they do after that? They showed the replays and they were still showing them dancing before the thing started. Willow's
They burned a lot of off time, like instead of it bleeding right into the pay per view. Yeah, there's a lot,
it
and like I said, I
it showed
was
them dancing a lot, and I think they did the replays almost twice, or at least a few of them. And I was like, you know what? That's Willow being very fucking selfish. I do not like this fucking wrestler.
and they keep on pushing her. Tony Khan
For
keeps on pushing her.
what?
Body positivity, my assumption. Fern of
Humpty
action.
Dumpty.
Humpty Dumpty, the female version. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, this is like you said, there was a lot of fuckery going on, and there's a lot of missed spots, and again, like obviously you already don't like Willow. I can care less for her, and those spots were more noticeable for you. I just saw like a lot of like untiming. Like I saw Penelope before setting up the fucking Sin Sisters, and they're about to do a badass move, and then Mina and Queen Amidala fucked that whole thing, that whole that kind of layout for it, fuck that up, and you saw him scrambling like trying to get like, wow, what, we're about to do a fucking move, why did she fucking roll out the ring kind of thing,
Mm,
and I was like, and then it just like not super kicked, but like just double kicked, I think Mina on the in his chest because something happened
yeah,
where it was like I was like that's not supposed to happen, and
yeah.
you see Mina go like look like wide eyed, she's like
I know
like
speak
hit me.
English too
No,
good.
she's like, just fucking hit me because someone fucked it
Mm,
up. And she's like, just fucking hit me.
I
And
mean,
then
no, where go hit me. Ding,
my
ding, 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 ding.
my my tits are bigger than my brain.
That's horrible. I love it. Uh, well, that ended the tailgate, the free show. Luckily, that was free. Luckily, that was free because if that was on my paid pay per view, I'm like, no, Tony, no, we need to fix this now, Tony. Fix this now.
Tony gave us how many? 12 matches.
14, no, 14,
He
because
get,
he gave us a 10 match card, and then we had four on the pre show, so he gave us 14 matches.
fucking Tony Khan for the people, man of the people.
He is people power, people power.
Not only am I gonna make you the pay per view $40, but I'm gonna give everyone an opportunity to watch 4 pay per view esque preview matches, and then you have time to watch the pay per view and pay for the pay per view.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
kudos to that. It was a great. I think for what it was and who it showcased, exactly what they needed to do. Exactly what they
Mm-hmm.
needed to do.
Mm-hmm. And we start off the pay per view with the Canadian boys, Cope and Cage versus FTR. And what a banger of a match they gave us here. I know you were telling me off screen that you didn't get a chance to watch most of this, but it did give us some really good tag team wrestling on this as far as just seeing them beat the shit out of each other, which was awesome, and
So
it was worth it.
give me some information on the match. Paint me the picture because I did miss the match. I saw
Adam hit
the
Cash,
highlight. I
Adam
hit
hit Dax, Christian hit Dax,
Shut
Christian hit
up.
Cash.
Go
Cash
on.
hit Adam,
Uh-huh.
Dax hit Christian. Cash splash Adam, Dax splash Christian.
You missed something. Cope, you can't seed me. Dash Wilder.
I was waiting for you to do it because that's the only thing you fucking saw.
Ah!
But you know what? It was pretty cool that
The whole
Edge
fucking crowd.
gave it back to Cena because Cena did it for him. Of course, he did quite a few, but knowing that he was the first to actually kind of really give it back, because not only did he give him the "You Can't See Me," the 5 knuckle shuffle, he did the shoulder thing, he did the 5 knuckle, he also did the AA, he also
The
did the attitude
FU. The
adjuster,
FU.
the
Since we're in
attitude adjuster.
AW.
Yeah, true. He did give him the "fuck you" right over the shoulders, and yeah, it was really cool to see. It
it
was.
was it was cool. One, that it happened. It was cool. Even cooler to really know that Tony Khan allowed that to happen. That's fucking cool.
But what's also cool to actually let know that actually happened, that Tony Khan let happen, and my words are not coming out today. You had Stokely come out in the match and try to screw the guys over, and who came out? You heard music pop on, and we're like, "Who the fuck is this coming out? That's coming to intervene?" Holy shit! It's Beth Copeland, aka Beth Phoenix, coming in to help out her man and her brother-in-law, basically her brother Cage, and take out Stokely. She hit Stokely,
Big Stoke.
put her on the shoulders, and walked him back to the back. Unfortunately, more mayhem kept happened after the match. Christian and Cage won. I mean, Cage and Copeland won. CNC won. But the guys weren't done yet. Dax came out. I mean, FTR came out and just started beating the shit out of them. And then Stokely came out with the handcuffs. I think it was
I don't know. I missed the handcuff.
handcuffed uh, Copeland to the rope, and then they started beating the shit out of Christian. They pile drived him into the spike pile driver into the assisted spike pile driver into the floor. Christian was out. Beth ran back in. She's there covering Copeland, making sure nothing's happening. I'm just gonna say Edge because I get fucking confused with their C's. And she's covering Edge and making sure that he's okay and whatever. And then he's like, dude, just get out of here, get out of the ring. He's handcuffed. She's trying to get the handcuffs off. She's trying to pull him off. She can't do it. And she's like, I'm sorry, I love you. And she kisses him and she goes up and she starts beating the shit out of fucking Cash and Dax. She's going on it, but then they got her and then they ended up fucking pile driving her too. And
I
he's
thought they
like,
were on Shatter Machine her, but I guess
no, they
not.
pile driver. No, they pile driver. No, Shatter Machine would have been the fucking shit. Uh, I could be wrong, but I think I remember pile driver. And then finally, they were done. Officials came out and broke it up, and they finally got Edge out of the fucking handcuffs, and he went to go check on Beth, and they helped them all out, and that was the match. But fuck, they're really fucking bringing it up that Beth's a part of AEW. She's not officially all elite, but I'm hoping she will be.
I think she'd be a great coach, even a commentator. Like just at least
Hmm.
help the women in the back because they need more veterans that
Yes,
aren't
there's
selfish. Like
not enough women veterans in AEW as there are the men
yeah,
veterans that are
because
there.
if you name women veterans that are active roster, Mercedes,
Yep,
Tony Storm,
yep.
who else? That's pretty much it. In AEW, not in Ring of Honor, because
Yeah.
Ring of Honor has Tyra, Donna Perrazzo. Those like the vets over there.
Hmm.
But everyone else is pretty fresh.
Pretty much.
So
Who is it? Damn it. She was that one chick in TNA who was Queen. She's married to Josh.
I just
But
told you, Donna Perrazzo.
no, no. She would wear a crown. She used to be part of the Beautiful People. She was the
Oh, Madison
brunette.
Rain. Madison Rain.
Madison Rain is one that helps out in the back too, because she'll come out on some of
She's talent relations.
the
Yeah.
the pre-show stuff. But she goes and helps out the girls. I'm pretty sure she helps try to produce some of the stuff that's going on, or gives ideas to the girls and shit. Some of the girls run shit by her because she's one of the mama hens.
I'm
But yeah,
surprised they haven't got
Madison
Gail
Rain.
Kim.
No shit. I would
Right?
love to see that. I love to see her over there, dude.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't get like Gail Kim in the back for women's wrestling. She for what she did for TNA, she could do for AEW, which would be pretty
Oh, dude,
badass.
dude, that'd be so cool.
And before you get to the next match, I like to say this pay-per-view compared to All In had a lot of fucking surprises, a lot
Mm-hmm.
of returns, a lot of fucking swerves, and then announced more shit coming up for Wednesday. More, maybe it's Orange Cassidy, maybe it's not, maybe it's so and so. Like, that was a lot more shit going on here rather than the biggest pay per view of the year, which is crazy to me. But I can see why they did it to kind of counteract
It what
WrestlePalooza.
they have nothing to do with what's going on with WWE. Tony Khan always
Yeah,
says
yeah.
he's like, "I we always focus on our product." But if you think about it, a lot of the major shit happens fucking WrestleMania and the Raw after. So think of All Out like the Raw after WrestleMania. This is the pay per view after All In.
But it
So
wasn't though. Forbidden Door was. That's what I'm saying. Like that was this was the first year where it
if
wasn't
you really
after.
kind of think about it, because Forbidden Door really didn't have it, doesn't really have anything to do with stories.
No,
Forbidden
yeah,
Door is
yeah, you're
more
right. Just
we're we're meshing our fucking companies together to give dream matches. Wrestle Dream kind of is like that too, but it's not as Wrestle Dream's more storyline appropriated compared to uh, Forbidden Door, which is more because Zack Saber Jr. has nothing to do with it, but he gave a fucking hell of a match with the announcer Nigel McGuinness. So, like I said, All In because originally Forbidden was later. So you have All In and then you have All Out. So All Out is the pay per view after that carries it, and they did a hell of a job of fucking giving us those surprise angles. There was actually new champs. There was a new champ that's on here, and
surprisingly, right? I
uh-huh.
that was a surprise for
A
me.
lot of people did keep to hold on to their belts. It kind of was apparent, and yes, more to look forward to. And why is that? Is it
Fall.
today or is it tomorrow? I believe
Tomorrow
it's
the
to.
22nd is the first day of fall.
That's right, baby. It all happens in the fall. I tell you every damn time. So let's get back into that card. Next on the card, son of a bitch, this was a hell of a match, dude. I was so excited to see this, dude. Eddie Kingston versus Big Bill
Shut the fuck
with
up.
Brian Keaton toe. And
Not
you know what?
only
Not gonna lie, not gonna lie though. For him being gone year and a half, Eddie Kingston did give us something to watch. I'm not gonna say like, oh my god, this is a 5-star fucking match or anything like that. No, 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 no. But this was good filler. This was good in between because you had the drama there. Then you have this match, and then the next match brought even more drama. So them being there, you do sometimes need that cigarette break. You do sometimes need uh to go to the bathroom or to go refill your bowl with fucking popcorn and chips. But if you actually sat down and watched some of the match, hey man, it's two New Yorkers going at it, man. It's two New Yorkers. Let's go. I'm going bonkers over here because you know you took my parking spot.
Jesus Christ.
I'm only doing this because I know you don't want to talk about it, and that's okay.
I'm
I
not
know
gonna
you don't
talk
want to
about it.
waste your breath on it, but you know what? It's okay. It's my piece of the pie, Pisano. You know what? It's my piece of the pie. That's all right. We're going to take it. But you know what? Eddie Kingston did take the win on this. We will possibly see him in some more matches. I mean, it did get a little pretty physical. Who knows? Oh, and Hook came out to make the save afterwards because
Let's get physical, Brian Keith.
pretty much Brian Keith was giving the business to Eddie Kingston because he ain't a New Yorker, but he wanted a piece of him. And then
They brought Hook. They brought Hook. Another New Yorker.
another New Yorker came out and gave him some of the business, and that ended up being
Hey,
Hook.
oh, hey, oh.
Hey, paisano, hey.
You ever seen what's that guy's name? That comedian, Deuce Dice or Dice something?
Oh yes, dude, I love
Mary,
that dude. He's
Mary
so
Santa Tuffet and suck my dick. Woo! I was like, what the fuck? Where's the
dude.
punchline there? Where's the
Yeah, that
punchline
there
there?
was never a punchline with that dude. There never was, but it was so good to watch because it's so cringe. Paisano.
Go
So
on,
Hook
next
did come
match.
out to make the save, help that
Okay,
Eddie Kingston,
go on.
and that kind of pushed on. So it's interesting to see how is he going to do things because Eddie Kingston's not aligning himself with
The
John Moxley
fuck?
anymore.
He's such a
John
shit.
Moxley might try to possibly bring him to Death Riders, but we got some little more information on that one. They're here in a little bit. All right, okay, Paisano, we're gonna get rid of this one. Paisano, go on to the next one.
Go on, next one.
Tables and tax match: Mark Briscoe versus MJF, and this was a bloodbath when it didn't need to be.
it, it
Holy
was
shit!
it was violent, and they made it violent specifically because MJF talked shit about Mark Briscoe's dead brother. Right? You need to amp up because everyone MJF was so beloved before he left, before he was doing movies, and then he came back, and then they loved him again when he was in the Hurt Syndicate. That
Yep.
he needs to bring so much heat to him. The only way to do it is to pull a Christian and say your dad's dead, but instead of saying your
Yeah.
dad, your brother's dead, and it should be you, and you know it because you're not even half the wrestler he is, kind of
Hmm.
shit. So you turn it up, the water starts boiling, and you get this match, which was good. I liked it. Very enjoyable.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Wasn't expecting as many taxes they brought out for this match, and they brought out a hell of a lot of
He
tax.
said 100. He said more than. He's like, I'm gonna bring hundreds of thousands, not tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands.
Some of the spots were just gruesome, where MJF put a whole bunch of tax in Briscoe's mouth, and then punched him. You just see him all fly out. Oh man.
It was better than the last pay per view where they put him in his crotch. Remember,
Oh
Kyle
yeah.
Fletcher's crotch. Oh, and then kicked him.
And then did the fucking gold dust kick in the corner. Yes. Yes. You just see
That's
the.
some shit. That's some dirty
It's like
shit.
it's like when you're playing old school Sonic the Hedgehog and you lose the rings. And all, they all just fucking pop out of nowhere. Yeah, it was horrible. But seeing him go through tables and all that good stuff was just, yeah, it was just a good time. It was a good match. Mark Briscoe did come out on top on that one, and
Surprisingly,
then in an
surprisingly,
interview, post match interview later in between segments, he says he's ready to push him aside. He's going after the Don Callis family. He's ready to go take on the Don Callis family. So that's going to be interesting to see how they're going to mesh in a conglomeration going after the Don Callis family
maybe it's a way to get the belt off of Okada because they've been pushing Mark Briscoe and Okada and Takeshita right now are beefing, kind of,
yes,
and
they
they're the
are.
same thing. So, and we'll talk about it here in a little bit about that match. So, I mean, it could be a long story for Mark. It'd be a big payoff for Mark Briscoe finally.
Yeah.
He's been AEW for 5 years, and he's held only the Ring of Honor Heavyweight Championship on year two, and the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship also in year two. He hasn't done anything ever since. So,
Mm-mm. Nope, but they've been pushing him a lot. So even though we do have some fans out there that aren't fans of Mark Briscoe, I like seeing him get out there and get dirty because you know what? He is a physical man, a physical wrestler, a physical dude that goes out there and really gives it all. And I love watching it, dude. I love seeing it.
he is
He,
old school wrestling for sure. The
yep,
epitome of old school wrestling.
yep. And sorry, Mr. Brusso, but yeah, Mark Briscoe's doing things.
He beat MGF, which is, I mean, that's like a rub, right?
True.
Even though MGF's young, he's a lot of star power behind him. So
He didn't need to win, honestly.
no,
He could afford this loss because he still has a chance at the title. He's still going to get a chance at the title, and we'll see when it's going to come about. Hopefully by World's End. We'll see if they're going to fucking take it off of Hangman yet. But next on the card is a trios match. We had Ricochet and the Gates of Agony, Bishop Khan, and Toa Leona versus the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, MVP.
we hurt people.
We are people.
We hurt people.
Give me your thoughts on this match.
I thought it went exactly how it should have, right? The dominant team was dominant the whole time, and Ricochet is a scoundrel and a
Mm-hmm.
rascal, and he
Yep.
did what he needed to do to get the upper hand most of the time. So I think like it was hard hitting. I don't remember 100% of the match. This is my in between of eating food and going back and forth in the kitchen. Not because it was a
Mm-hmm.
break. It was just so happened I was eating at the time. So
Yeah. But you are correct. Ricochet and the Gates of Agony came out on top. They did flounder around to beat the Hurt Syndicate, but it looks like they're not done yet. They're not done yet.
how do
But
you
it's
like
gonna.
this match? How do you like this match?
Yeah. This one could have been a main event on Dynamite or Collision.
Agreed.
This one could have been one of those, but there's so many people are still behind the Hurt Syndicate, and then being able to MVP was going to show out in Canada. I mean, it's good to have it because it's hard to see three guys on two when you have a manager that can fight, that is clear to wrestle, that can wrestle, and it was a perfect reason to bring MVP in
Hmm.
and have a match.
Everyone does forget that one MVP is a former champion, U.S. Tag Team and IC in
Hmm.
WWE. He is also a former heavyweight IWGP champion in New Japan.
Yep.
So the motherfucker can go. He's
Oh yeah.
they're all fit. They're all still fit for being old. The oldest, probably some of the older guys in the roster. The Hurt
Hmm.
Syndicate is probably can probably whoop 90% of the fucking roster. That's for real. So
For sure. For sure. Next on the card, the AEW TBS Championship, Mercedes Monet versus Riho.
this is a fucking. I don't even smoke, but I would consider this a smoke break.
It was.
They,
Uh,
they, they, I'll tell you this. Mercedes, although she carried the match, she did allow Riho to get in a lot of her shit to
she
kind
did.
of sell it, to make it worth it, right? It's a pay-per-view match. You got someone has to give and take, and Rio's timing, and it's hard to believe it because she's 100 pounds soaking wet that she could do a lot of these moves.
Yep.
So, but it was a match exactly what you thought of. It was a Mercedes just trying to get another win under the belt.
Yep.
So,
And it was to give Riho a chance, and I guess to pull away any other, I don't know, women that are doing other things, because obviously a majority of them were in the beginning of the match, and then you have some of your bigger stars at the other side. So who do you have to fight Mercedes? That isn't really in contention, but you bring a surprise like Riho out of nowhere, and it works. It works for now because there are people that do like her. I mean, far and few between, but there are people that do like her, and it was a showing and an outing for them to have her on there.
she
So
was the
kudos.
inaugural champion,
Yeah.
women's champion. So like you said, it is what it is. It's just another step forward, and so Mercedes can get her 10th belt, do the ultimate dragon run, and then start losing those belts. It's bound to happen, right?
Oh yeah.
It's starting to need to happen to get to that point. And we just said tomorrow's the first day of fall. Maybe they consider today since it's Sunday, the beginning of the week, first day of fall. That's when shit happens in the fall.
Hmm. In
Big
the
shit
fall,
happens.
baby. Yep, it's gonna make shit happen because it's new TV.
Mm-hmm.
New TV. So we got next on here the AEW Unified Championship Tournament, the finals, the three-way match. Okada, Takeshita, and Dorada.
Great fucking match.
Good match.
I was really pulling for Takeshita
Same.
or Dorado.
I
Dorado.
wasn't.
I was I liked
Mascara Dorada.
I liked his last match on Wednesday. It was a great match. So he pulled it, and it was back and forth, dude. Like he gave both those big Okada and Takeshita are not small guys. They're
No,
big
they're not.
fucking dudes, and he's giving them a run for their money. And it was a lot of selling and a lot of flippity dippities, and then a lot of power
Mm-hmm.
moves.
Sippity hoo ha.
I was like I said,
Sippity doo ha.
I was pulling for Takeshita, and they really just fucking was. It was a good old JR slobber knocker.
Slobber knocker.
but Okada came up on top on
I
this one.
really did think Takeshita was going to take it away from him, and then maybe push Okada to start going towards Hangman, but no, Okada still kept the belt, and he's still unified champ. Don Callis came out with the other two belts because it's the Continental and the
International.
there you go international championships put together, and he is allowed to carry all three. It wasn't under the rules, so there you go. Yeah,
I liked it. It's starting. We're talking about stories, right? We're talking about building up for the fall. This was a whole build up for either Takeshita to leave or Okada because technically Okada was never part of the group. He only joined Don Callis when they were gonna whoop Kenny Omega's ass.
yep.
That's why he came back. He was never with them.
Well,
Takeshi's been with him for a long time at this point.
I think it's safer to say that he's more of a hired gun slash he's using Don Callis' representation. So
Yes,
it's almost like having Brock Lesnar. I mean, not Brock Lesnar. It's like having Paul Heyman as your advocate,
your
but you're not
mouthpiece. Yeah,
part of the vision, kind of thing.
yeah.
You know.
Oh no, bitch. But I
Yeah.
like Don Callis. Like Don Callis had to interject himself quite a bit for them not to go at it sooner, Takeshita and Okada. But
True.
I think this is a build up for someone to break off or someone to turn on somebody. I feel like Don Callis and the whole group will turn on Takeshita. Takeshita will go face, and he'll make a run for the championship at some
Yep.
point. So, looking forward to it. Looking for the
Hmm.
story. It's story building, long term story building. That's all.
Long term story building. That's right. Next on the card, the coffin match: John Moxley versus Darby Allin.
You want to
And
talk about
boy,
unnecessarily violent?
yes,
Unnecessarily violent. You said
y-
MJF and fucking Mark Briscoe was unnecessarily violent.
this brought
This
the violence.
this was unnecessary to the nth degree, right?
I'm surprised they didn't call this casket match because they were using caskets, not
Well, they can't
coffins.
call it casket because of Undertaker,
I was about to say it must be uh trademark.
trademark. Yeah, the casket match is probably trademark. So
Yep.
coffin, all that good stuff. It was cool to see Darby Allin pay tribute to Sting a lot in that
Hmm.
match. I liked Daniel Bryan's commentary when he's like,
Yep.
"I wanted to stay unbiased, but fucking kill him, Darby, fucking kill
Uh-huh.
him," and all this
Darby
shit.
jumps Moxley in the beginning when Moxley's making his walk through the crowd with Marina, and he's making his run, and then Darby just attacks out of nowhere, and then he climbs on top of one part where it's like an entrance, and then he just jumps off. And I said it to my family, I was like, if Sting was there, he would have done the same fucking thing, and he did. He did. There was homage to Sting right there jumping off that little area where the people walk through to go to the back.
He did the Scorpion Death Drop. He did the Scorpion Leg
Hmm.
Lock. Like there was, and he did the woo, the Finger
Those are passed
Splash.
over. Sting
Yeah,
passed those over to Darby. He gave him all his
absolutely,
moves. He said, "Keep
absolutely.
going with it."
I mean that gnarly spot where he fucking pulled apart the fucking turnbuckle to expose that he had a fucking screwdriver ready to go, and then just fucking
It wasn't
fucking
a
Moxley.
screwdriver. It was a fork.
I thought it
When
was
he
a
was
screwdriver or ice pick or something like that.
when he was on top of Moxley and he was just pop 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 on his head, Moxley had a fork and Darby got it away from him. And he got that fork and he used the fork because they dropped it and it was on the ring. That's all the fork.
I thought he pulled it from the turnbuckle. I thought he said because the commentator said he planted that there earlier, I guess, because he
Okay.
pulled the thing out and he pulled something out and it looked like a screwdriver.
No, it
And
was
he
a
was
fork.
like, and I was
You
like,
know,
what the fuck?
it
And then
was
he
a
rose
fork
out.
because it made a lot of because he would you could tell every time when Moxley has a pay per view, he shaves his head like razor shaved all the way through because it's easier for him to bleed. And then
Mhm.
he hit him with that fork, and it was just a lot of little holes that you saw pop 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 pop, and they just started gushing out, dude. That's crazy.
Fucking nasty, dude. He's gonna fucking
Yes.
look like Abdul the Butcher fucking forehead by the time he's old.
Oh, big time, dude. And I think
Sorry,
that's what he wants.
sorry, Renee Paquette. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. But
Yep. Don't let him scare the kids. But
but
yeah,
good match. Good
the
match.
man, Darby doing just the coffin drops literally on the coffin.
Dude,
Oh
when he
man,
made that last when no, not when Neville made his surprise return.
forgot to mention that.
The bastard, not Neville. My bad. My bad.
The
Bastard
only
Pac.
reason why Moxley won was because he had the return of Pac. But before that happened, we cannot forget to mention Daniel Bryan had a piece. Brian Danielson had a hand in also what was going on because there was a point where Darby's outside the ring and he goes near the commentator table. Brian pulls a bag, the AEW bag, similar to the one that the Young Bucks won their money with prior before that, and threw it at him. He said, "Use it, use it." And Darby's like, "What?" He's like, "Use it." And he looks in there and he pulls it out. And what does he pull out? That same plastic bag that he choked out Brian Danielson with. That same one that he suffocated him with. And Darby went to work with it. Oh, son of a bitch.
And
And he could
unnecessary.
see the blood because Moxley's already bleeding from the head and he's there and he's trying to choke him out with that bag over his head. The blood's getting in the bag and he can't see shit.
The blood, the sweat, maybe the tears, possibly,
Yep.
in the fucking
Without a
bag.
doubt.
And then Pac makes his return, and
Yep.
then that fucking nasty Razor's Edge, he throws him outside the ring onto that fucking coffin. Holy shit!
I thought he messed up his elbow or broke his arm the way he hit it because it was right where it splits open for the head and the feet. It hit
His back
bam
hit
right there,
nasty.
dude.
His back hit nasty. Like
His
half of it
back,
was
but I think
up.
his arm got it bad because when he flipped over on his stomach, you saw him like curling his arm like it was hurting him. He loves that pain, but I mean, regardless, dude, like I thought he broke his elbow or something on that crease
It
where
was
both of those pieces flip open.
it
Son
was
of a
bad.
bitch.
And then to add insult to injury, Pac drags him back in, puts him inside the body bag, zips it up, and then throws it in the coffin. And then Mox is like, move,
So
move, move, and kicks the fucking thing shut.
Moxley kicked the lid shut because Pac was gonna do it for him, but
Mhm.
Mox was like, "I got it." And he kicked it closed, and that was a match. Hell
Good
of a
Matt.
fucking. And
Story,
then
good
the
story.
the rest of the Death Riders come out, and everybody grabs a piece, and they all take the coffin, and they all go out to the back.
I thought they were gonna do like the fucking dance, like that African meme where they put dancing with his coffin.
Shit you not, later though, they show backstage vignette where Moxley's there standing with the coffin. He's like, "Give me a minute with Darby," because all the Death Riders are there. They all get into Claudio's truck. Everybody jumps in the back, and they take off. And then out jumps out Darby. He thinks something's gonna happen. Darby jumps out and starts beating the shit out of Mox. And then he puts Mox in a body bag, and then he gets a spray. It looked like brake cleaner and a lighter, and lights the damn bag on fire. And he lights Moxley on fire.
Dude,
Dude,
I thought that the bag had like some something protected, but when the flame went away, the fucking bag had melted. The
yes,
section of the bag had melted, and I was like,
yes,
these guys are fucking crazy.
yes.
And you know it was Mox's idea. Hey, fucking spray this. Fucking do it. Just
Fucking
fucking do
burn
it.
me, dude. Fucking burn my back, dude.
Yeah,
Do something
fuck it.
crazy. Let's go nuts, dude. Burn me, dude.
Yeah, let's get real crazy. Let's shave our bodies and fucking get really wet. Let's get real nasty. You ever seen benchwarmers?
Oh yeah.
Let's get real crazy. You want to
Yep.
fight? You want to fight? Yeah, I'll fight you. Let's strip down, get naked, rub oil all over our bodies, see what get real nasty, real crazy. Jeez, I was like, holy shit. But
Nonetheless,
I
that
liked
basically
I like
happened on pay per view. That
I
happened on pay per view.
I liked that Mox is like, dude, I didn't want to do it, man, and I like because he's talking to the coffin, right? I didn't want to do it, Darby. You're a good kid. I like you. I think you're a great kid. I think you have a lot of potential. But I didn't want to do this, and he looks at the camera. You guys need to know. I didn't want to do this. He
Hmm.
made me do this.
Hmm.
And then he fucking comes out, hits him with a fucking lead pipe, and goes to fucking town.
Hmm.
So this story is far from over.
Not over yet. Not over yet. But as we continue down the card, we have next on the card the AEW Women's World Championship four-way match. Timeless Tony Storm, the champ, versus Jamie Hayter, Tekla, and Chris Statlander.
What did you think about this match? Without saying the end. Without saying
Being
the
the
end.
fact that these ladies had to follow what we saw with Moxley and Darby, oh, I felt bad for them, but they did bring their own sense of violence to this match as well. So I'm not gonna say that they went all crazy like everybody else has, but they did put on a banger of a match because you could tell, or at least from what I could tell, and talking with my family, like Tekla is like the little flea, where the rest of them are giants.
Did you
It
see
should have
that
been
one
a three
spot?
way.
Did you see that one spot where the announcers text us like this? Fucking kick me, and then I think it's Chris Statlander and fucking and
Jamie.
Jamie Hayter look at each other and they just fucking kick the fuck out of her.
Hmm.
And then she gets out there and then they start beating each other's ass. Tony Storm comes in, they beat her ass, and then somehow Tekla makes her way back in
Hmm.
and she's like, fuck y'all. And then they
Mm-hmm.
all three look at each other, look at her, and they just fucking clothesline the fuck out of her. Like you're
Mm-hmm.
right, a flea that just wouldn't go away.
But she can take a beating though. She can take
Like,
she can take it. Tekla can take it. I'll give her flowers on this one, dude. Like for being with the fact that she's the new kid on the block, she hung with them.
yeah, Brian
It's
Danielson
kind of
gave her a lot of
annoying.
prop. Daniel Bryanson gave her a lot of props. That you
Hmm.
see these two big women, specifically Jamie Hayter and fucking Chris Statlander. You see these three big women. You know they can hit hard. Tony Storm
Hmm.
can hit hard, but listen to fucking Tekla's fucking elbow shots. And then right when he said that, Tekla just fucking elbowed the fuck out of Jamie Hayter, and it was like, ah! And then Jamie
Hmm.
Hayter just fucking crumbled, and he goes, "You see what I'm saying?
Uh
You see
huh.
what I'm saying?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, that's fucking it was hardcore, hardcore."
Yes, it was. So she can hang, even though she's a little shit compared to the rest of them. She can fucking hang. So I'll give her kudos on that. I'm not a big fan of her yet, but
I'm not a fan.
I
I'm
think
not a fan.
she may turn us. She if she keeps doing what she's doing and keeps working what's going on, lose the whole spider bullshit. Lose the whole spider. I know everyone needs a gimmick, and that's been working for her. But going from a spider to a spear is kind of like, okay, it shows you're bendy. Okay, that's cool. But I bet
It's
you
almost like a Bray Wyatt, before he does the
it's just
whatever, like
gotta
just
go.
yeah, and I'm like
Yeah.
it never lined up right, but I get it's just a mind game, right? Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did like her fucking top rope suplexes to all three of them when her legs were hanging on the fucking thing, and she's like,
Mm-hmm.
boom. She gets back up. They
Yep.
start hitting her. Gets the next girl. Boom. Gets
Yep.
up. And they're like, oh, there's no way she can do it to fucking Chris Statler. She's a big woman. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
okay, dude.
She got
Anyone
that
else?
core strength to be able to hang upside down and pull bitches off the top rope and suplex them backwards, which is crazy. Good
Mm-hmm.
thing that the girls are helping her do that. But regardless, I mean, it shows that she's tough. She's a
Mm-hmm.
tough cookie. She's a tough spider. You know,
But
you ain't gonna kill her on one stomp.
oh, did you see that part where fucking Tony Storm goes, a bug, and just fucking stomped her fucking head?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I fucking busted because Tony Storm had the fucking white face makeup with the fucking chola eyebrows.
Look like a mime, dude.
Yeah,
Look
well,
like a
chola.
mime.
She's like a chola from during Fiesta, and she had the chola eyebrows, and she's like, "Oh, a bug," and just stomped her right in the face, and I was
Right in
like,
the face,
"God
dude.
damn, dude."
It was so good. But before the match, before it started, right when it started, after everyone was in the ring, we saw Wheeler Yuta come out again and just talking to Stat, try to wishing her good luck and we got your back and all this stuff. And they're like, get out of here, get out of, you don't belong here, whatever. But it kind of looked like it helped or whatever because he also told her something else. And then we find out later when Chris Statlander wins the match via pinfall over Tony Storm with the seat belt
Mm-hmm.
maneuver that they use, the one that Mercedes Monet uses from time to time where they cannot get out of the pin. And it's almost like a crucifix pin, but they wrap the leg or wrap an arm so that way they can't move their shoulder out and they can't get it out. Statlander got it over Tony Storm. And I kind of figured something was up because Statlander's music changed. I'm a Statlander fan. I love Statlander, dude. Fucking, I've been watching her since the get. And I noticed I was like, wait a minute, because I liked her other song that she had because it was kind of like like dark with a groove, like it was in a minor key and it like had a groove to it. And she got a brand new fucking song and brand new fucking things on the Tron. I was like, okay, something's up at the beginning of this fucking match. She's the only one with new fucking music. Why? What happened or what's going on? And then we find out why. She's your new women's world champion. She beat Tony Storm, and even Tony Storm was there, flabbergasted, like I cannot believe I just lost.
And you know what? She deserves it because her run should have happened a long time ago, and
It should have.
injuries just kind of plagued her in wrong times,
When
right?
she was the eight, when she was a TBS champion,
Yeah.
yes.
And then she came back and she had a good run, and then she got hurt again, and then she was gone for a year.
Gang, gang. Yep.
Yeah. And then hey, you know what? It was time for Tony Storm to lose it, and it's the best way. And I'm surprised that she got the pin on her. I
Hmm.
figured she could pin on someone else, or someone one of them would have got a pin on one of the someone else. So Tony Storm can be like, I never lost. She fucking lost. I never lost. But they didn't do. They didn't play it that way.
Hmm.
Tony Storm took the pin. So I'm
Yep.
excited. It's a good time to change the belt. It's the fall.
Hmm. Yep.
Does
This is
she
good.
does she join the Death Riders? Does she do her own thing?
Harley Cameron came out after she won the belt, and she was there, and she helped. She celebrated with her, and then she jumped on Chris Statlander, and they both walked to the back, and you see they were there. And Tony Storm's up the ramp. She's still fucking there, shock and awe, with her jaw dropped and everything. But I mean, maybe it is time to see Statlander do something different and maybe go heel.
Hmm.
I mean, you still have a bunch of faces and enough faces to keep carrying what's going on.
Oh yeah.
So, wouldn't hurt to see it. She has been a heel before, you know. Do I want to see Statlander and Willow Nightingale again? I hope they do not put them in
Yeah, some
the
fucking kind of
same
thing.
the
Yeah.
same program together, knowing that she's got the belt now. I do not want to see Willow going after the world championship, and if they do, Statlander better beat the shit out of her. That's all I know.
Yeah. I don't want to see some magic. Oh, I told you not to trust her, and then she fucking wins the fucking belt off of Chris Statlander. Willow doesn't
Hmm.
deserve it. She's a shitty wrestler.
Yep.
So I'm right there with you on that one. For
Yes.
sure.
Yep. So next on the card, we got a couple left here. The AEW World Tag Team Championship four-way ladder match. Brodito, Brody King Bandito, the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, the Don Callis family, Josh Alexander, Hechiseto, and Jet Speed, Speedball Mike Bailey, Kevin Knight, going for the titles in a ladder match.
Good match.
Great
You
match.
had
Drama.
the recipes. You had the recipe for everyone to hit some crazy fucking spots, and that's
Yep.
exactly what the fuck happened.
Exactly.
Crazy spots, high risk moves, a lot of false finishes, and at the end, in reality,
No false finishes. You can't false finish on a ladder match. If anything, you had false belt pulling,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but there was no false finish as far as a 1, 2, 3, because that would not make sense in a
Well,
ladder match.
false scraps, but like when Jet Speed, when Mike Bailey fucking ran up the ladder and he was about to get it, and then he got
Hmm.
super kicked.
Yep.
Or when fucking, which was throwing me off, that Bandito got all the way to the top, and instead of pulling the thing, he just did a fucking front flip off to onto the ladder to Echiseto.
Hmm.
So great, like I said, great match, good match.
Seeing Bandito slam somebody through a ladder and watch the ladder bend in half and then bounce up and bounce them both off was just nuts.
Or
That
when
was
fucking
nuts.
Matt Jackson did the fucking swanton on fucking Brody King onto the
Yes.
outside, and everyone's like, move, 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 move. They're holding him, and then he's like, move, move,
Hmm.
move, and did it, and then he fucking bounced off of Brody King. The fucking ladder didn't
Hmm.
even break; it just fucking bing, it bounced off.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very bouncy. I guess they didn't use the right wood on that one. I mean, at one point, everybody had a spot where people were flying off the corner and pushing someone into a table, where everyone was set up where someone flew through into a table, someone flew went into a table, and then Brody was the one that put somebody through a ladder, which was crazy to see. It
Didn't
was awesome.
Kevin Knight got thrown into that table out on the
There
outside,
was
right?
two tables that were set up on the entrance ramp, outside part, and everybody lifted up the ladder and threw him off of it. That shit was crazy.
That pretty much took him out of the match completely. That was the last time you saw him.
Yeah, because we were already getting towards the end of the match
Dude,
on that one.
I thought fucking what's his fucking name? Speedball broke his fucking leg when he did the fucking things, and his legs got stuck into the ladder, and then
On
his
Hechiseto.
his body went off, like all his weight went off, and his legs were still stuck in the ladder. I was like, oh, his leg was broke.
If you watch the replay when they went slow, Hechiseto caught him.
Okay,
Hechiseto had his leg good, like almost like if he was gonna put him in like an ankle lock or something, where his foot looked like it got stuck in the thing, but Hechi he got it and it
nice.
went with it.
Because if
So
not, dude, his momentum would have broken his leg for sure.
his ankle would have been broken real quick, dude, or his foot, or the bones in his foot, man, and
His
that would
fucking
suck because.
he dislocate his fucking hip because his whole body went sideways, and I
Hmm.
didn't see Echisato hold him, but that you could see it. I get it
I
now.
really hate the fact that that he wrestles barefoot, dude. I'm not a barefoot wrestling fan.
You know,
I just
I was listening
yeah.
to a podcast, and they're like, at least Matt Riddle wears fucking sandals. Speedball fucking walks around barefoot. Doesn't wear sandals in the back. He just barefoot the whole fucking time.
Everywhere.
And I'm
Hmm.
like, oh, that's gross, dude. That's
Yeah.
gross.
Yep.
He's that motherfucker who sleeps with his head on the back and his feet at the headboard, but never cleans his feet, and it's just all fucking black on the fucking pillow.
Oh,
That's
well,
him. That's him.
uh, uh, do not ruin with Mike Bailey. No.
But
Yeah.
Bro,
Man,
Dito
I was
retained.
was really hoping that the Bucks were gonna take it. Really hoping that they were gonna go 4 time, but didn't happen. Didn't happen. Brodito came out on top, so that's pushing them more to.
Tony sees something in them, and he's gonna continue
Mhm.
to ride with them. So
Yep, he's gonna ride it out to the fall with these guys and see what's gonna happen. Hopefully, we do get the Bucks with the 4-time holding on to the belts, so that way we have people chasing after them again, and their shenanigans. But at the end of everything, we did see uh
Jack Perry.
someone come out of the crowd,
Yeah.
and that person came out of the crowd and jumped in the ring, and it was Jack Perry. And the Bucks kept telling him, "What are you doing here? We didn't call you. We didn't want you here. We didn't call you. What's going on?" He was just trying to be cool with them, and then they started. He Jack Perry jumped him and started beating him up. But then the Bucks came back and they super kicked him, and and gave him the EVP trigger.
Mm-hmm.
But then before they gave him the EVP trigger, they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna do this," and he's looking, and he just starts laughing, and the lights go out, and we're like, "Oh fuck, dude, who's gonna come and save Perry? Are they gonna bring somebody brand new?" They didn't bring somebody brand new, but they did show on the TV screen. We saw that Killswitch was laying in a hospital bed when the patriarchy put him back together again, minus Christian Cage. So it was
Mm-hmm.
Mother Wayne, Nick Wayne, Kip Sabian, and we see him there. Okay, cool, he's back. But they didn't show before who was the one that dug him out, and he was the one that dug him out of the ground, pulled the casket out with his bang bus, dragged his casket with the bang bus all the way to where he had to go, got him on
The
the
bang
table,
bus.
had him hooked up, gave him the adrenaline or whatever serum they used to bring the dinosaur back to life, and he came back. And when the lights came back on, Killswitch is in the ring, gave the business to the
Luchasaurus.
Bucks,
Back in
gave the
his
business.
green. Back in his
It,
green shit.
no, he was still in the Killswitch stuff.
No, no. His kill switch wears red. He was in
No,
green.
he.
His thing said
If
kill switch. Watch it back.
have you been watching the programming? If you go
Yes.
back, yeah, well, he's still wearing the same thing that he's been wearing his kill switch, which is the green and stuff, but it's not the green he used when he was with Jungle Boy. It's not that one yet. He's still in the same outfit that he was backstage and the stuff they did at fucking Collision and last week and shit. But he still came out after the beat up the Bucks. Perry's looking at his belt like, what the fuck? So he took off the thing and he threw it into the crowd. He's no longer Kill Switch. He's back to Luchasaurus.
And then the fucking
Yes.
music hits.
Before the music hits, the crowd was doing it on their own and they were doing this. They were doing the wave and they were just doing it on their own. And then they hit the fucking music and the fucking crowd popped like a son of a bitch. Road Warrior pop for Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy.
What a way to bring heels back to face without really having to do much. Other and not interfere in the match, just show up at the end. And everyone hated Jack Perry because of everything that happened to CM Punk. He's a scapegoat. That shit didn't work out for him. The kill switch thing worked out when he was with Christian Cage. Didn't work with the Patriarch
Nope.
because you had been noticing that him and Kip Sabian were on the same page for a long time. That was the
Yep.
whole point, right? Then you
Yep.
saw that vignette. They're back together. They hug it out. The fucking face music comes out, and everyone goes off, and you're like, dude, what a way to fucking turn people face like that. It was a fucking switch, a kill switch, you can say.
Now to see if they're going to come out in their original attire or they're going to change it up now.
I think they're evolved. I think they're
And
evolved.
I would hope so because Jack Perry has evolved. He's no longer that Jungle Boy, but he has that Jungle Boy S
He's a
still.
jungle man now.
Or he could Jungle Man it up. Wouldn't be mad at that, you know. Or it's just still, you know, uh, Jack and Saurus, you know, Jackosaurus, Jack and Luchasaurus, you know, and he'll come back.
Jackosaurus.
Yeah, he'll come back in his some different attire or whatever like that. But you know, whatever the case may be, I'm hoping to see an evolution now of what they've done before in the past instead of going back to the old gimmick. Because I don't want to see Jungle Boy and his fucking Indian skibbies, you know,
It doesn't make sense
jungle
now
skibbies.
now that he has a fucking beard. If he's
Hmm.
on top of fucking Luchasaurus' shoulders. That worked before when he was you clean
Little
face,
kid,
yeah, little
yeah,
kid looking
like a
guy.
little kid looking, yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah. Now they walk out like men, like you know, we're here to fucking take shit, and that's it, you know.
my pet dinosaur.
We're the fucking tribe now. Lastly, we have the AEW World Championship, Hangman Adam Page versus Kyle Fletcher, and the stipulation: if any member of the Don Callis family interferes, Fletcher will be disqualified and stripped of his AEW TNT Championship. Now, honestly, I didn't get a whole bunch of time to watch this match because I was dealing with some um, mini drama at home. But from what I saw on the playbacks and stuff, they were going at it, and I was really hoping that something was going to happen afterwards. But I honestly think we had enough through the whole show that we didn't need any more extra stuff to happen. That this could just be a solidified, heavy hitting, fucking go at a championship match, and we have a clear winner on top.
This match was fucking heavy hitting. At some point, Kyle Fletcher got the upper hand, power drived fucking Hangman. Hangman kicked out, but that clearly affected him because he was starting to move slower. He was starting to move slower, and Kyle Fletcher saw that. And every time Hangman would hit him, Kyle Fletcher would just brush it off, start laughing at his face, and then do another fucking move. Well, Kyle Fletcher got cocky. He fucking and Hangman caught him with a fucking dead eye onto the outside table. Well, when he fucking did the dead eye, Kyle Fletcher slipped because he saw sweaty, and his head fucking hit the floor for real. Or
Mm.
at least it looked like it because when they replayed it, like you could see his head hit and
Oof.
bounce, and you could see he looked like he was dazed. And
Bang, 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 bang.
Hangman picked him up, and you could see him saying something to him and throwing him in the ring. And we threw him in the ring. Hangman got him back up, clotheslined him, picked him up one more time, and when he picked him up one more time, Kyle Fletcher caught him again with a fucking Takamichi driver. Hit him with that. Went back and forth, back and forth.
Michinoku driver.
Michinoku driver. I call him Takamichi, right? Michinoku driver.
That's his first name.
Yeah, he's the original.
Takamichi is his first name. Michinoku is his last name.
There you go.
Michi is his middle name.
No cool. No cool. Not cool. But
Not cool.
but
Not cool, no cool.
but at the end, Hangman kind of overcomes. He beats Fletcher, and then he gets down onto the ground, almost like a Shawn Michaels Ric Flair moment in WrestleMania when there was a retirement match or whatever. And you can see Hangman telling him something. Like I'm proud of you kind of thing. Like you're the next fucking champion at some point. Like Kyle Fletcher, even I think Taz got super pissed off when the crowd was chanting "You're not ready" when Kyle Fletcher went for the pin, and it was 1, 2, and he kicked out like at 2.99,
Mm-hmm.
kicked out, and the crowd started chanting "You're not ready," and fucking dude Taz fucking went shoot hot. He's like, when you're on this fucking level, when you're fighting in AEW and you're in a championship match, they don't put you in a championship match for no fucking reason. They put you because you're fucking ready, you're at the level, and you're probably ready for the next level. He got fucking hot, dude. He got hot, and Tony Schiavone was like, what Taz said. What Taz said. Like he didn't know what to say. He was like, yeah, what Taz and
He was fucking
Excalibur's
dumbfounded and
yeah,
flabbergasted.
and
Yeah.
Excalibur's like, Taz would know. Taz would know, and blah blah. Because they were talking about Hangman's neck, and then they were talking about Kyle Fletcher's neck, and Taz is like, "Well, I broke my neck, but no one seems to give a fuck anyway. But I know what it's like to come back from a broken neck, and this is that because they're like, well, Daniel Bryan came back from that broken neck, and it took years off of him, and Taz is like, well, I also broke my neck, but no one seems to give a fuck about that anyway. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? He was getting shoot
Wow.
hot, dude. He was
Wow.
getting shoot hot with a crowd. He was getting
Yeah.
shoot hot with a crowd. So and then Don Callis didn't help him fucking egging him on, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Good pay per view, great pay per view. I won't say good, great pay per view.
All
Um,
out, went all out, man. Not gonna
I
lie,
give
all
it,
out.
I'll give it a B plus, A minus. I thought it was
Okay.
good. There was some moments where, like we said, the Hurt Syndicate and fucking Ricochet and the Gates Agony main event collision and Dynamite. Um, some I would say excessive violence, and I know it's AEW. Excessive violence is a thing, but goddamn, maybe too far on some things. Some things. So, but B plus, A minus on me for me.
Match of the night
Match of the night.
goes to the New Yorkers, because you know what? The New
Fuck
Yorkers are gonna
you.
take it all the way, baby. You know what
Nah,
I'm saying?
I
Give
would give
that
it to
big
Hangman.
calzone.
I give it to
Go ahead.
Hangman and Kyle Fletcher. That was a great. There was a lot of great matches on this card, but that was a great match for Kyle Fletcher specifically. Like he got over. He didn't get over. He got over.
Yeah.
So, what about you for you? Not match of the night for real, for real.
Paisano, you gonna tell me that you ain't
Ah,
gonna take a piece of
okay.
that? Fucking Moxley and Darby, dude.
Box and Darby. Okay.
Mox and Darby, dude.
So you got gratuitous violence and great wrestling.
Yeah.
Those are good matches, right? Like it's
Yeah.
all that's the best part of AEW is if you like there's a cup of tea for everybody. You got some technical, you got some story, some
And
funny, a little bit of everything.
and then you got the paisanos going at it. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Don't next time, don't take my
Jesus
spot in the
Christ.
subway. All right?
Hey, oh, shut the fuck
Hey,
up, oh.
whoa, Copernicus, get up back in the line over there with your mustache and all that. All right.
Shut up, bitch. Oh my God.
Oh man.
Jesus Christ. Appreciate you tuning in. Another Tuesday night edition of Top Rope Tuesday, where we discussed AEW's All Out pay per view.
Yup.
I thought great movement forward for storylines. You got to see at least one title change hands tonight, or last night, Saturday night. But I thought great overall. I am looking forward to the fall brawl, right? That's what I'm going to call it, the fall brawl, where shit has to be turned up to volume 11 because this is must watch TV. Must watch TV for me. So, what do you think?
And if you're anything like me, Paisano, you're gonna do us all a favor, Paisano, and hit that Brooklyn Brawler clothesline on anywhere you get your subscriptions for your podcast, whether it be Spotify, YouTube, Spotify, YouTube, or even Spotify, YouTube, Paisano. You're gonna go over there and you're gonna get that, and you can tell your brother go get you a hoagie so that we all can enjoy it together and come back and watch us next time we're on the show.
So, hey, oh, hit that follow and subscribe button on Beyond the Ropes Pod, wherever you get your podcast needs
Hey,
for retro relapse.
since when did you become a parrot for Copernicus, telling me everything that I'm saying already back? I said hit that Brooklyn Brawler clothesline on him. I'm right.
Hey, for retro
Hey,
relapse, the fucking paisano. I'm Randizzo. Stay tuned for more stories, more violence.
Paisan.
Woo!